Okay, um, you can see our gas welding. You can see we've got lots of different stations here. Um, got a total of 10. So everybody's going to be assigned to one. You're going to use that. Nobody else will use it. So you're not going to be cross-contaminating anything. Let me talk about the stuff that you're going to be doing both with gas and arc welding. You're going to come in, start with the gas welding and do one of the exercises, which I'll explain in a minute. Then go do the arc welding exercises, and if there's time left after that, come back to do a second gas weld exercise. What we're going to be doing, and I'll show you what we're going to do, and I'll show you the safety gear. When you come in, you're going to be given a pair of work gloves. These are an old pair, but you're going to get a brand new pair. These actually are adequate. They actually work well. I learned how to weld using these rather than the big, heavy-duty welded gloves. The leather's thick enough to be able to protect you. A little bit of an arm thing. You should wear long sleeves the day you come in to weld. But if not, I have some sleeves that you can put on. The other safety gear are a set of goggles for gas welding. These have the actual number of the type of lens is on canvas, but it'll either be like this or like this. You can decide which one of these you want to use. And the purpose is to protect you from the very bright light and, of course, splatter that happens from that can happen. Protect your eyes. But gas welding does not generate ultraviolet light like arc welding does. You have to have harder levels of protection. We're going to be using, for the first time here, auto darkening lenses. These, as soon as the bright ultraviolet light from a arc weld starts, this has a sensor in it that immediately darkens this and protects you. There's a few milliseconds of exposure to that light, but that's not enough to hurt your retina. And it will make things a lot easier because you're not doing that last little step in the dark. I'll do that. I'll show you that when we get to it. And you see these flames. Since the invention of these, which has not been that, it's been just a few years ago, they were able to get 12, 13, 14-year-olds to weld because the problem without this is you have to do the last step of arc welding in the dark, totally in the dark, and that can be confusing to some people. Well, with this, it's now ready to go, and so you'll be using this. We're going to have two, and so you'll have to sanitize it. I'm going to sanitize it. Hopefully, in scheduling, we can make sure that it's left out and not bothered. One of the things anyway, I don't think sanitation is a problem, but you will want to wipe it down with the wipes that we'll have available for you because you do end up with this completely over your face. Like I say, you're going to get a pair of gloves. You can take them home with you. We can't wash these, so we're donating that to the cause. I'll have lenses out that nobody's used or that have been sanitized. We have the gas welding exercise. The first one is just a butt joint. You're just going to take two pieces of metal and butt them together. I'm probably just going to have the pieces of metal that you need out here ready to go because cutting them off with our iron worker, I'm going to show a demo of how that works. There's not much to that, and I want you to spend time doing the things that you're going to want to do. So I'm going to demonstrate that in the next little video of how to do it with gas welding. For arc welding, you're going to make coupons. Each of these are actually done by a guy who's a certified welder, but they're done with different welding rods. And you will do these and you will see a difference in how the welding rods work. And you'll have some blank pieces. Again, I'm going to, or either way, before you get started, you may want to practice. I'll have some practice pieces out here that people have done before, and you can mess with and play around with and see what happens. So you also want to write your plan. After you see what I do, think about how you're going to interact. Actually, the planning for welding is pretty simple. So you'll make a butt weld, two pieces butted together. Then you go to the arc welder, make 4 coupons. If you have time, you will come back and make a lap joint weld, where you just lap the two on top of each other and weld. It's a very different type of weld. It really takes a certain amount of patience to do that. Okay, I believe that's the safety gear and overall procedure for welding. Now, on to welding.